And now we're delighted to welcome on to Disability Matters Rob O'Byrne, who's heavily involved in all kinds of sporting activities and has recently taken up a new position with Dublin City Council. So we can talk about that later on. But your own background, you had an accident at the age of 17.
Yeah, when I was 17, I was on holidays and I jumped into a swimming pool. It was at night time. I'd only arrived that day and I'd never seen the pool, so I didn't know the dimensions of it, the depths, different areas. But I jumped down, I ran down about three quarters of the way to the pool and jumped in, and it was an infinity pool. So it was very shallow
Right.
for on stretch, and I broke my neck straight away and I dived. So I actually had to be saved. I was drowning, and there was a couple of people from Dublin and Newcastle and stuff like that. I'd been chatting with that night. Actually saved me. So
Right.
freak accidents.
Yeah, that was quite a traumatic event. Had you been very involved in sports before your accident?
Very heavily involved in GAA. My family background, and my dad ran a GAA club in the Dublin 12 area, and I was playing since I can remember. Uh, I remember being as a kid on the sideline with my dad, 5 and 6 and stuff like that. So it's I was playing up until I think I was playing a minor level at that stage of my accident.
Right.
So yeah, been heavily involved.
So it must have taken you quite a long time to adjust to your new situation and to,
Got told about 4 or 5 weeks later that I would never walk again, and I'd said to my mum that day, the day after, I'm gonna have to go back to school, and she said it's the first time I've heard you talk positive about school.
well, that was a very short time. I mean, to be taking up a positive attitude, yeah.
Realised straight away that I had to kind of get back straight into education after the rehab. So it was, and the school I went to was very accommodating. Uh, it was we're all in the flat, Parmastown Community School.
Right.
They were accommodating me straight away. There was never a problem. Too small.
And had the school been had a lot of sport? Was there a lot of sport going on in the school at the time? Yeah.
Basketball. I was always nagging the manager to could I go to the younger games like the under 13s or the under 14s to help out with the water boy or umpire or anything, get out of class.
So you must have thought, though, that your sporting activity would be very curtailed, did you, at the
Yeah,
beginning? Yeah.
I got the GAA club that I'm involved in, St James's Gales on Coshlan in the Dublin 12 area. They were very helpful. I was very involved in the running of the club at an early age. I was helping out on the committee and stuff like that at 17 when I was just because my brother was the manager, so I helped out with the administration stuff with the club because I knew all the chairman and that. So when I had the accident, I got straight back into being a committee member, and then I took it on an under 14s team when I was about 20, 3 years after my accident, and I kept them until minor level, and then a few of them went on to this day, still playing in the club. That was 12, 15 years ago, so it was back involved now as well. The team I'm involved in won a failure recently, so it's a great thing for me. I love getting out, walking with kids. Still get the joy out of it, even though I can't kick the ball myself. I can and demonstrate using my words how to play the game.
So did it take a while to work out what sports you could continue to do yourself?
Yeah, well, I was playing wheelchair rugby in the hospital, the NRH, and I think a bit of table tennis, but none of them ever stuck in my head, and there was a bit of travelling involved. I wasn't driving at the time, so I never stuck to it. So yeah, uh, didn't. I always got drawn back to the GAA being involved, management and committee level kind of thing, more than playing sports. So I loved that. I love that kind of side of things, being involved with the management side.
So, did it take a while then to work out to get back into training? What kind of equipment you'd need and all that sort of thing?
Dipping in and out of the gym. They show you in the rehab what you can do, but I always found it hard to find a personal trainer like that had the knowledge of a person who had a disability or took the time to look into it. So when I had finished college, I went and did a PT course and went on and I set up a gym when I moved into a new house in the shed out the back and put it into a private studio gym. And I've been training people with spinal cord injuries. People have recently had strokes and spina bifida for the last, I think, 9 years now. So that was my first introduction into the fitness industry rather than sports itself.
And is there a lot of, is the equipment very different from what, or
I'm not like that. So when I'm talking to people about it, I'm not rewriting the book or anything like that. I'm just thinking outside the box. Uh, someone in a someone in a wheelchair can't use the fixed equipment that is in the gym. So get them sitting on the cable machine, using dumbbells, using cardio machines that are accessible for arm level, like the skier, the row machine, a hand bike. Uh, and then just moving programs around on the cable machine, and it's uh it's it's nothing new that hasn't been done over the last 20, 30 years with people with spinal cord injuries. It's just willing to I've done courses online in America and stuff like that just to figure out what people over there are doing, and as I said, thinking outside the box, just looking at training in a different way instead of what's demonstrated in the book, what you're taught straight out, how to just train an able-bodied person. Like on the course, there is special. Uh, uh, there is there is a part of the course where you learn how to work with people that have special uh, injuries. So, like someone that's had a stroke, or someone that has a heart issue, or the elderly, what to do in their situation, which are not told what to do. Someone with a full on disability, but that's you're as they look at it, you're already training someone's upper body. You're just taking half the time away from training their legs. You don't need to do that. Just train the upper body.
hmm. I suppose that's the value of having a personal trainer, then they can discuss it with them and they have an idea of what's best there.
Talk to every everyone that comes and asks what's their range of disability, what can they do, what can't they do, what they want to get out of the training, and we go from there. We take it slow and build it up to where they feel comfortable, and then I'm not I'm not getting people to come to me and say, now you have to train with me forever. I give them plans when they feel ready and comfortable to go into uh, an established gym or an everyday gym on the street, or set up a little bit of a gym at home, give them ideas of what to do, and work out a plan for them around the equipment you have and can afford.
So you set up a business, did you? Training, yeah.
Yeah, so my gym is called What's Your Excuse Fitness.
Mhm.
So I went back to college after that. I actually got in touch with an entrepreneur who was running a course in TU Dublin, and he set up a course for entrepreneurs for people with disabilities. So that course is still running, and it's free for people with disabilities to do the course. If you have an idea, they teach you how to set up a business plan, what to do next. Go to your local authorities and stuff like that, and it gives people an idea of what they can do from home, or uh, get people with disabilities as independent as possible.
And did you handle the business side of it yourself, or
Business course in college, and the entrepreneur course after that. I kept on going.
and was there a lot of courses and study involved before you felt able to launch the business?
The business management course, as I said, and I got an honours degree in that with the 4 year course, sorry. And after I did that, I went and did the PT course, and just I had the background in business, so I said I'd go out and try it again myself.
And did you do it on your own, or did you have any partners in the business?
Our course in TU Dublin helps you set up what you need and where to go if you need grants or if you need anything like that. But I was able to do most of it myself after doing the course and being in college.
Right. And the pandemic must have had a bad effect, did it? Because all kinds of businesses were hit during that time.
A lot of things stopped, and I had to think outside the box again. Online stuff helped. Spinal Injuries Ireland, they had me doing a fitness exercise program each week, and they'd put it up on their page for their users. So it was little different things. And then when the pandemic opened back up, just trying to think outside, like doing workouts outside. The gym was small, so I don't have big numbers, so that was the benefit. The model of the gym I have is it's small groups or one-to-one PT classes, so we survive through that.
So then you took up a position with Dublin City Council Sports Department. When did that happen?
But officially happened there in April. I've been doing inclusiveness PE programs with schools for a couple of years. Just at the end of the year, coming in and doing a circuit training class at the on a sports day or activity week, and I'd put it to a couple of schools, but their funding or their grants had run out by the end of the year, and they couldn't have any extra curricular activities going on. So I put it to Dublin City Council the idea of training people with disabilities or going in and running a class and having the students see a person with disability training and teaching them. And yeah, we got set up with the culture panel, and now we're running classes at the minute in Mon Road School in Drimnagh for the ASD classes, the children with autism. So it's great to get great fun out of it. One of the classes had never been into the sports hall. They were only young, 5 and 6, so they're loving it.
Right. And is there a lot of travel involved? Would you be going around to different schools, visiting and so on?
So at the moment, I'm just travelling to Drimnagh and in the Dublin City Council area, but it's there is, but I'm not carrying a lot of equipment, so it's handy at the minute. So what we're doing is we're branching out, but if there's people who think it's something that they'd like, I do travel out of the Dublin area.
And does social media play a big part in advertising what you do?
Awareness. So, like I said, I did it last week for the 6 weeks ago now, nearly, for the fourth time, and put a post up on social media. And a friend of mine who was a reporter saw that, and she was like, "Oh, that's amazing! Can I pass this on to someone else?" And the Irish Independent got involved, and they put something up on their on their website, and it's just getting just the third interview I've done now for radio and stuff. It's great to be able to get out and speak and just put awareness of the program. Like, it's the kids, like, I'm not going in telling the kids you have to do jumping jacks, you have to do this. I'm going in and setting up balance games, hopscotch, jumping on crash mats, just letting them have fun. For autism, they don't like structured things. So I go in, I set up the program, I set up couple of circuits and let them walk away. If they want to play on one thing, they can play there. If they want to move over and play in another circuit, no problem. It's just getting them out, having fun, getting them moving around. And then we brought a bubble machine in the second week, and that was the start of the show. They loved the bubble machine, trying to play a game to see how many they can catch, run around the hall. So it's great.
Yeah, would you say the mental well-being is greatly benefited by people being involved in sports? Yeah.
When like just some kids might come in and they might just want to sit and do nothing for the first week, and then the second week they're walking around, scoping you out, kind of seeing what's going on, and then the third week they're jumping off a bench and onto the mat, and they're just they're happy at the end of the day leaving the class, and that's what it's all about, just getting them having fun, getting
Yeah.
them like I hadn't met the class at all until the first week, and now they're real active, interactive with me. They're over hugging me, give me a little dig on the shoulder, and it's just their way of showing affection. But you can see the happiness in them when they're going home. Uh, it's great to have that, and it's great the Dublin City Council are backing me, and they're recognising that it's something that's needed.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. And how would you say are the biggest barriers that disabled people face at the moment? Yeah.
Yeah, it's awareness and it's getting out there, like even just getting around your local area on paths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Dreadful, even just in a small community, and down the country, you can only imagine what they're like. So it's it's accessibility, it's travel, there's barriers everywhere. I don't drive, so I'm lucky I have a good bus route. But it only comes every hour and a half,
Yeah.
and then if the Lewis close to me as well. So if I'm getting to the Lewis, if I'm going somewhere, I'm getting the Lewis, and then I'm getting a bus over the other side. But then again, you could be waiting 45 minutes for the bus. The way the routes are, so it's accessibility, it's awareness, it's health, it's health and well-being as well. Like the people sitting at home, it's I said we saw it during the pandemic. It's not good for people to be in the house all day. Uh,
Definitely not, no.
Fitness, mental well-being. So courses like the entrepreneur course with TU Dublin, trying to give some of their independence is great, and talking to the charities like I'd be lost without Spinal Injuries Ireland. They've been great to me. They've helped me promote my business. Got lottery grants to help me with to get people back into fitness when they leave the gym, or when they leave the rehab, and then setting up days like for kayaking and stuff. So there's activities out there, but it's trying to find them. Like you can go kayaking, but you need two people to lift you into the kayak as well. So it's just being aware
Yes.
that there's areas that will do it and are willing to help.
So it has there been a big kind of increase in the range of activities sporting
Uh,
activities that disabled people can get involved in.
is a big promoter of accessibility in the local area. So he pushed with Dublin. I think it's Dunleary area pier, and they made the walkway accessible. So now people can go in for the summer or the sea swims, and helping them that way. And then there's the basketball, there's the rugby, and there's the I think the active area in Wicklow. I don't know the name, but they have zip lining and stuff like that. But you only find that out from someone else that have using it on, and you see it on their social media. Friends that are there's no promotion on that. There's no uh, big ad pushed by the companies that are doing it. So there is activities out there, but it's known where they are. Finding, getting the information about them is very difficult.
So are there any kind of forthcoming projects that you have in mind to expanding this whole area?
Up the summer, we're doing some summer camps for when the schools are closed. So we're working with different skills that have summer camps set up. So we're going in doing what we're doing at the minute, and I'm hoping to maybe next year set up my own summer camp and see how that goes. But it's just we're literally baby steps at the minute. It was a pilot program in April. We're in June now, and we're getting a lot of attention, and we're just trying to grow it slowly and don't run too fast. Or it's really rewarding and trying and getting the information out and the acknowledgement that it's out there, and appreciates us having us on and trying to promote it as much as possible.
Right. So we're coming to the end. Do you have anything else you'd like to say, Rob?
If anyone would like to contact me about the program, you can go to my WhatsApp page, my Instagram page. It's What's Your Excuse Fitness _ or you can go to my website. It's www.whatsyourexcusefitness.com.
Okay, thank you very much for coming on the program, Rob.
Very much.
Thanks.
Have a great